Hey guys, welcome to another video from the Power Bros. Now today we are here at Badger 5. He is doing a rolling road day with just TTs, and everywhere you look there is TTs parked absolutely everywhere. We've got something like 20 on the dyno today. Bryn is doing some testing with standard air filters and performance air filters, which is definitely not one to miss because there's going to be some really interesting figures, I'm sure. And of course there may be some upset faces when they don't quite make the power. Now we do have that yellow thing in the sky, which is never helpful because it is very warm and it is struggling with the heat a little bit, but we're still going to have a great day. Before we get stuck into it, let's jump into that intro. So looking around the car park before we go inside, we've got a lovely mix of cars. We've got some QSs. I think we've got 5 QSs here today. We've got Jermaine's 600 horsepower, mad 225 build. We've got convertible 225s, we've got V6s, we have everything in between, which is really nice and beautiful cars. I mean, when I show you some of these in a bit, you'll understand why. I mean, Jermaine's got his full Ignitron, he's got race fuel in the footwell there, he's got pole positions. I mean, the engine build is just phenomenal. If you want to watch a video on this, Bryn's got one on his channel where they go for a drive. I think he's got 2 actually, one when it was 500 brake and one when it was 600 and something brake. But that is an absolute weapon of a build. It's now got a gas and gears set gearbox with straight cut gears because it was just chewing through clutches and gearboxes. It is a little bit whiny, but wow, does it make the power well. We've got Cole, Stanway's car, which is gorgeous. I mean, it's got some tricky bits on it. Very cool. That's actually cut into there. He's got the tricky blue headlights. I don't know how well it will show you, but wow, look at those, look. Blue inlays, Kingfisher blue, absolutely stunning. You very rarely see it, which is always nice when you do. Now I'm going to go inside. It might be a little bit noisy, so I do apologise, but they've actually got Bryn's car on the rollers now. We'll find out what it made before he did the first run. Where is he? Here he is. Right, so this is our rolling road day chart at the moment. So these are the cars that have run. Running a 380 hybrid, 361 horsepower, lovely figures. So this is Bryn's stock car. It's done how many miles? 54,000 miles. Stock paper filter, brand new out of the box today, 221 horsepower. And now it's got my program off my Nogi on, and it should be running shorter, hopefully.
It won't last the first one. It's got a bit of a heat soak issue.
Oh, so that's it on the rollers there, look. It's got the fan going, it's got the air coming in at the front there. So just about to do a run, let's have a look.
It's lost 2 horsepower because of the heat soak, or because the filter.
Yeah. Let's see, is he going to go again?
I think road testing, I'm going to do log the maths.
Yeah, so I've said to the people on the video, I've said to the people on the video, I am sweaty as, yeah. That, oh, we're running, we'll do that in a minute. So I was saying to the people on the video that you are doing a whole video about paper versus and obviously to see what the overall result is and the details behind it and all that. So check that out.
Yeah, and then if you want to check out Dom's video, he's doing a walk around of everything that's going on today. More cars, more stuff, more stuff.
And before I show you the figures, I'll let you watch Bryn's video for that one. I'm not going to give the game away just yet, but really interesting video where he's gone between stock paper filter like you would run in a standard car, and he's got the Pro Ram from Billy Cloud out of my Noggy one in his car right now, and they're doing 3 runs, and it's back-to-back runs, so there's no difference in temperature, no difference in day, anything like that. So really interesting video, and I will come back to you when we've got some more cars on. So next on we have the Asbo. Now this is running a hybrid turbo. It's got a full custom 3-inch back exhaust. It's had forged work on the engine. It's had loads of bits. It should make, I think last time it was ran, it made about 340. Bryn knows more about what's been done to this because Bryn may or may not have done some of it or all of it.
Yeah, I may have fitted the engine for him. It's basically Jermaine's old engine and turbo setup.
Oh, that's interesting. Before he went big turbo.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a setup that with water meth he was running at over 400 horsepower.
Okay.
And then Darren's had the turbo rebuilt, different intercooler setup on it, it's a different exhaust setup on it. He's not running water meth.
So we should see about 350, 360,
you're
I reckon.
north of 350 easily.
Lovely power for a TT.
Yeah, I've lost track of
what he's done to it.
Since. Yeah.
That's like any good build, it just never stops.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And just keeps going. So they're going to strap that down. I'll come back to you when they got it running. When the whole graph slides upwards, it's like, here we go. Here we go.
Well, the first one was 225.
So 250 3-wheel horsepower, that would equate to obviously more flywheel horsepower, but we'll see that in a minute. Okay, so given the temperature and everything into consideration, 338 horsepower with 295 foot-pounds of torque. That'll be one very fast TT indeed. I certainly would not complain at that, and for a small frame turbo, really quick car, because that'll make boost really low down, which is really nice. I need these because it is ridiculously warm today, but really good figures. So if you're looking to do a hybrid turbo, because on a stock turbo you're sort of capped at 280, 285 depending on how healthy your car is, and obviously your rods will be touching 300. You can do a hybrid turbo, you may have similar torque, but you'll certainly get a lot more horsepower, so you will get more figures, which is always nice, especially if you're sat in the pub comparing the size of your figures on your dyno sheet. But it's always surprising, you never know what you're going to get on the day. And I mean, they've been running stock cars like Brins, and that made 221 horsepower, so bang on what it should be for a standard car. So you know the dyno's reading right. It is really interesting that some days some make better power than others, but the car could be unhealthy, a sensor could be on its way down, it could just be really hot and bothered. You never really know. That's why dyno runs are always really interesting. As always, guys, a big shout out to Badger 5 and the guys here for having us. What an amazing day. If you ever need any health checks, rolling roads or remaps, don't forget to give Badger 5 a shout. They are top of their game for the 1.8T stuff. And they will certainly not see you wrong. Any problems, they will find them for you. Now, this is probably one of the most understated TTs we have here. Now, this is a Quattro Sport. Both of these are actually Quattro Sports. They look like a V6 because they're all black, whereas normally the QS has the accents difference between the body colour and the roof colour. But because it's black, obviously everything is black. They have, like I said, the V6 accents. However, on a V6, even if it was a black one, this would not be painted. Neither would the rear diffuser. On these, they are painted phantom black. They also have staggered wheels with a polished lip, although both of these have been refurbished, so they do not have that. They have a Alcantara steering wheel, they have an Alcantara gear gator shifter, and they have an Alcantara handbrake lever. Now, some have pole positions and some have what is called comfort seats, which are basically the seats you have in a normal 225 with an Alcantara centre, as shown in here. There is obviously other things that are different, but they are the most easy to spot ones. But they are a really stealth edition. You don't really see very many, and they kind of blend in, which is kind of nice. They've also got the black tips on the exhaust. That is something you do not see on any other model of Mk1 TT. Moving on to this little beauty. Now, I've seen this on the internet. I've never actually seen it in real life. This is sporting quite a few tricky bits, including some massive front brakes there. It's got the vented wings. It has a chopped front bumper. So it's a V6 front bumper, and they've chopped out where the number plate would go and put mesh in for more airflow. It's got US style front headlights. What have we got inside? Pleated leather RS4 style wingback seats. It's got a doubled-in dash conversion. It's got newest steering wheel. It's got boost gauge. It's got a US spec rear bumper. That spoiler, can you remember the name? I'm not very good with the names of what they're called. Diffuser.
Come around the front.
Come on then, I'm coming. it's got a matching Panda. Is that the first time you've ever been able to do that?
Yeah.
And it has a chameleon front tint, which I don't know if the GoPro will pick up. Yeah, it will, sort of like a polarized front thing. But this is a lovely looking thing. Really, we'll call it tastefully modified because it's definitely lowered. It's definitely got some tricky bits. It's got a massive front mount. Not sure on the power, we'll find that out in a little while. But I would class it as highly modified, but tastefully modified. It doesn't look horrendous. It doesn't look too much, too little, you know what I mean? It's got a nice look to it. Let me know what you think. Feel free to pick your favourite TT of the day. No one will be offended. So that's quite highly modified. It takes away from obviously the standard look, but hey, everyone likes it. It's also got rear parking sensors, something that never come as standard on a TT, but really nice looking thing that. Go past all the black cars. Loads of black and loads of silver here today. Obviously a really popular colour, so there's Bryn's one. Parked up. Now this is Ben's Dolomite, lovely colour. Really nice, that gets a lot of love, especially with the black roll hoops. And this has a big screen conversion, which is a permanent feature. He's also had his steering wheel reupholstered with can't get my words out there, perforated sides, which I think looks really nice, and he's got an armrest. What I would do for an armrest, oh baby. We've got Simon Matthews. Now he's got some gorgeous Cupra R calipers along with a lovely colour. Look at them, look. Like a bronzy colour. Really nice looking with R32 wheels. Couldn't get it out then. And he has a louved bonnet. So that is actually pressed into the bonnet. The louves to let the hot air out. He just needs to get his bonnet repainted. It's on the list. You know what it's like having a TT, there's always something to do, there's always a list. But they let all their hot air out, more function over form. Really nice looking thing. Oh, he's got a Momo steering wheel, look at that, look, no airbag for him. I bet it's quite nice to use it. Oh, an armrest as well. Love an armrest. Got this QS here, look. Oh, look at the steering wheel on this. That's a bit special. Very cool thing with red centered Recaro pole positions with red backs. That is really nice. So his alarm's going off because he's had his window open. And someone like me with a camera's leaned in and set it off. Then we've got this. Is the first time I've seen it, but I've seen it quite a bit on Instagram. It is green, although it looks black. Try and give you a better look. It's bought in the same wheels as mine. Look at that. Gorgeous. See, the sun doesn't do this colour justice. I can't. There you go, look at that. Oh yeah. Look at the flake in that. Gorgeous. But if you stand back, it looks black. How funny. We've got a couple of S3s. Should we take a wander over? Let's take a wander over here. I'll come back to you once I've wandered over because I'm not going to run over. Next we have Alistair's 3.2 with some tricky bits. He's got big 18Zs on. Votex wheels. He's got ABT abt front grille. And if, oh, look at that, look. You saw it here first. Black baseball stitch interior. It does exist, look. Black baseball stitch, what is the chances? Absolutely gorgeous. And he's got perforated front steering wheel with front steering wheel, back steering wheel, front steering wheel. Perforated front steering wheel with a flat bottom, armrest. Oh, some tasty bits. Really nice looking car, that. Really nice. Got Tom from the Motor Monkeys, fresh from track, sporting a few battle scars, including the splitter hanging off, but they had a great time. Little curb on the wheel because the tyre come off. If you want to see what happened, go and see their video. Got another Black Quattro Sport blending in, made a couple horsepower more than it should have, which is amazing. Always good to see that it's a healthy, strong car. I bought the convertible today. It's got the roof up so the seats aren't absolute fire when I sit down later. Got this gorgeous Avis, really stock looking thing. I don't know whether it's actually got any bits done to it or not. We shall find out shortly, but a really clean looking car. Oh, it's got an exhaust, so there's a potential. Nice green. Is it desert green pearl? Green's always hard to tell because they're all really close unless you put them together. Again, nice, honest looking sort of standard car. You've got Josh Murray's. Now, I actually heard about this car from the lady who owned it before, prior to finding Josh as the one that had bought it from them. Gorgeous looking thing, but he has really made it his own. I believe it's on air. Don't quote me on that because it may be static now. But just had his BBS is refurbished and wow, do they look good. Oh, gorgeous things. Absolutely gorgeous. But it's got a tricky rear bumper. It's got a US spec rear bumper all smoothed off. It's got some tasty bits. This is a really nice looking car, 3.2 front bumper. And then you've got Roberto's Quattro Sports. We have a counting, I think 5 Quattro Sports here today. It's almost the same as the amount of 225s here, which is ridiculous. Big screen, he's got carbon fibre, everything. He's got pole positions, double cup holder and an armrest. Now that is just greedy. Flat bottom steering wheel, carbon, literally carbon everything. I'll have to do a feature on Roberto's car just to discuss all of the carbon. So it's been a really great day. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. Now it shows the importance of getting your car on a rolling road because you never quite know whether or not it's running perfectly. It might feel all right, but you may be under power. You may be having a fueling issue. There could be anything that could be up with it. Now there's a couple of cars here that they seem to have been driving really well, but were 40 or 20 horsepower under. There was a lad here who's just left. He made 226 horsepower, but it was on a dodgy map and it was spiking and it was getting over 300 foot-pounds without rods. So he was running the risk of bending a rod and causing himself all sorts of bother. So it's always good to find out the history of a car. For £50, it is a perfect health check. It gives it that test, make sure everything is right, the fueling's right, the air's right, you're not getting any boost leaks and all that kind of stuff. And it also they check your lambdas, they check what comes out of your exhaust as well to make sure it's not too rich, not too lean, and all of that great stuff. So for more other TT related videos, you know where to go. Head over to the channel, make sure give this video a like and a subscribe if you want to see more great content. But until next time guys, bye for now.
Out the way. Can't all be YouTubers, you know.
You're not even recording.
I am, mate.
There's Tom from the Motor Monkeys.
I'm trying to be a YouTuber just like you.
What's your t-shirt say there? Masters of our own disaster. Yeah. Love that.
£3 grand.
Huh?
Do you like turbo and a V6 for £3 grand?
Yeah, 3.5 I reckon.
So I'm trying to go to the bank now, mate, and buy it back.
I'll tell you what, if someone donates a car that needs the change doing, say it's another grand, so £4.5 grand, we'll do the chains and the turbo, we get to 500 horsepower. If someone can sell me a V6 that needs the change doing for like £1.5 grand, so then I'm what, £6.5
chains and box, we don't mind, we got spares.
Yeah, we got a box. Tom has my box.
Do you want it for the manual or a DSG?
DSG, because then you can just sit and bang, 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 bang.
Get the DSG parts, all that good stuff.